They say Japan is a country of details. You see it everywhere, from these delicate little teapots to the traditional dolls tucked in shop windows or even homes. Every small thing feels like a work of art. And then there's the personal style. We spotted this on an escalator, a stranger's backpack absolutely covered in beautiful Japanese charms. It is actually a huge thing here. You will see so many people carrying these mini galleries of memories on their back. From the sleek lines of the subway to the high energy buzz of the city streets, the rhythm here is infectious. Whether it's a classic look of a Japanese cab or checking the time on a beautiful Seiko clock post, there's a sense of order mixed with total excitement. And Osaka always keeps you guessing. Where else are you going to see a literal race car in a shop and a robot cop standing guard on the sidewalk? It's the perfect blend of the future and the now.
Osaka,
Japan. What are you doing?
Cooling down.
We are cooling down in the subway of Tokyo.
I feel very
Tsujigi station. Suki.
We are finally starting our big journey from Osaka to Tokyo. This is vlog 2 and we are so glad you are here with us. Welcome to Osaka. Welcome to Go Journey Wise, where we are embracing the go in our go-go years. I'm an early retiree shifting from the fast-paced work life into a new season of purpose-filled travel and discovery. They say the early years of retirement are the most active and we are leaning in. Whether I am mapping the plan or he's leading the way or the other way around, we travel best as a team. Together, we are dedicating the next decade to slow travel, new experiences, and living wisely on the move. Kyoto is about 200 kilometers from Osaka. The next day, we planned to visit Fushimi Shrine in Kyoto. Our day didn't start with the high-speed blur of a bullet train. Instead, we kept it local. We hopped on the regular train from Osaka to Kyoto, and honestly, it was the perfect way to start. It took just over an hour, giving the three of us time to settle in and watch the urban landscape of Osaka slowly soften into the lush green hills of Kyoto. There's something so grounded about the local lines. You really get to see the transition of the country. We were hyped, but let's be real. We were also already sweating. Japan in the summer is intense, and today was a classic, sunny, beautiful, and a very, very hot day. As soon as we stepped off the train at Inari station, we were hit with two things: the heat and the crowds. It felt like a sea of people, but that's because Fushimi Inari is kind of a big deal. It's the head shrine for over 32,000 Inari shrines across Japan. We stood in front of the massive Roman gate and you can practically feel the weight of time there. That gate was donated in 1589 by the leader Toyotomi Hideyoshi, but the shrine itself, it dates its way back to 711 AD. Even with swarms of folks around us, there's a spiritual energy that just makes you slow down for a second and appreciate where you are. Once we started walking, we noticed we were being watched by foxes. These stone statues are called kitsune. And they are the sacred messengers of Inari, the deity of rice and prosperity. If you look closely, a lot of them are holding keys in their mouths. Those aren't just any keys. They represent the keys to the rice storehouses. There's also this wild legend that the shrine started because a man named Hata no Irogu shot an arrow at a piece of rice for target practice. Instead of just hitting it, the rice turned into a white bird and flew to the top of this mountain where the rice plant suddenly began to grow. It's legends like that that make every step up to the mountain feel like you are walking through a storybook. Then we finally hit the iconic part, the Senbon Torii. It's this endless tunnel of orange gates wrapping around the mountain. They call it the 1,000 gates, but that's an understatement. There are actually over 10,000 of them. That bright orange-colored or shurijo is actually a mix of mercury and red earth. It's meant to ward off bad energy and protect the wood from weather. On the back of the gates, you will see names carved in black ink. Those are the businesses and individuals who donated them for good luck. Some of the bigger gates can cost over 1,000,000 yen. Walking through them feels like being in a dream, especially when the sunlight filters through the gaps. Now, here's where we had to make a choice. Most people walk for 10 minutes, take their photos, and head back for air conditioning. Not us. The three of us decided to do the entire loop, 4 kilometers, straight uphill in the peak of summer heat. Bold choice. Definitely. Questionable timing, probably. But when we reached the Yotsuki intersection halfway up, it was totally worth it. You get this incredible view of all of Kyoto spread out below you. We took a break, found a vending machine, which was an absolute lifesaver, and grabbed some ice-cold drinks. The higher we climbed, the quieter it got. The crowds thinned out, the gates looked older and more weathered, and the forest vibes were just incredible. We finally made it to the summit at 764 feet. There's no big panoramic view at the very top because it's filled with private worship mounds, but honestly, just finishing the loop felt like a massive win. By the time we made it back down, we were exhausted, but in the best possible way. We came for the adventure and we are leaving with the memories we will never forget. Stepping off the subway, we were immediately greeted by the towering sight of the giant Ferris wheel. This massive landmark uses colorful LED lights to signal the next day's weather to the entire city. We quickly raced past it, staying focused on our mission to grab tickets for the world-famous Osaka Aquarium. The Kaiyuken is famous for a reason. It's built around the Gaia hypothesis, the idea that the Earth and all its oceans are one giant living organism. When you enter, you don't just walk through rooms. You actually take an escalator all the way up to the 8th floor and then spiral your way down. It's designed to feel like you're literally diving from the surface of the ocean down into the deepest parts of the Pacific Rim. As we started our descent, we moved through different environments, from the lush green Japan forest where we saw cute little otters playing to the rugged Aleutian Islands. The attention to detail is just mind-blowing. You really feel like you have left Osaka behind and stepped into a global marine adventure. One of our absolute favorite stops was the Antarctica exhibit. I think we could have stayed there all day. The penguins were just pure entertainment. There were king penguins with bright yellow patches and then little funny white-rimmed eyed penguins as well. They were so active. We watched them waddling around on the ice, but as we continued down the spiral, we finally reached the heart of the aquarium, the Pacific Ocean tank. This thing is massive. It holds over 5,000 tons of water and is 9 meters deep. Because of the spiral design, you see the same tank from different levels. At the top, you see the sunlight filtering through, and as you go lower and lower, it gets darker and more mysterious. And then we saw them, the stars of the show, the whale sharks, Kai and Yu. Seeing the world's largest fish glide past you is a moment that you actually takes your breath away. We were face to face with the true icons of Kaiyukan, the whale sharks. At this aquarium, they follow a beautiful tradition of naming the sharks Kai Kun and Yu Chan. Their names aren't just random either. They carry deep meaning. In Japanese, Kai stands for ocean and Yu represents leisure or gentleness. It's the perfect way to describe them. Seeing the largest fish on the planet gliding just inches from the glass is a moment that makes you feel incredibly small, but in the most beautiful, humbling way. You realize you aren't just looking at a fish, you're looking at a masterpiece of evolution that has remained largely unchanged for millions of years. One of the most mind-blowing things we learned while watching them is the secret hidden in their skin. If you look closely at the white spots and stripes covering their backs, you are actually looking at a living constellation. Every single whale shark has a pattern that is completely unique. No two are even the same, just like a human fingerprint. Isn't that amazing? Scientists actually use NASA-inspired state mapping technology to track them. The same algorithms used to identify star patterns in deep space are used to identify these sharks in open ocean. By scanning their spots, researchers can track their migration across the globe without even needing to tag them. Looking at Kai and Yu, you are literally staring at a map of the stars brought down into the deep blue.
Giant spider crab.
Guys, look at the face.
The aquarium was bustling with kids on their summer holiday, but the lively energy just added to the fun of the day. Having visited aquariums all over the globe, the magic of this experience is something we know will stay in our memories forever. We travel to find those sudden sparks of wonder that make the world feel vast, beautiful, and completely new. After hours of being completely fascinated by the deep blue world inside the kayaken, we stepped back out into the bright afternoon air. The aquarium is perfectly situated right on the banks of the Osaka Bay, a massive shimmering gateway to the Pacific. Moving from the indoor exhibits to the actual waterfront felt like a natural transition from the ring of fire inside to the living, breathing heart of the city's harbor outside. We found a quiet spot overlooking the water, grabbed a fresh cup of coffee, and finally let our feet rest. There's a specific kind of magic in that first sip of coffee when you're traveling. It's the moment the doing stops and the reflecting begins. We spent the rest of the afternoon just watching the life of Osaka Bay play out in front of us. It was like a living movie. We watched a massive industrial barge dock with incredible precision, a reminder of the hardworking roots that built the city. Then the vibe would shift as these charming, old-fashioned sightseeing boats pulled up, looked like they had sailed right out of the history book. And right next to them, a sleek, ultra-modern boat that looked like it belonged in a sci-fi film. Seeing the three of them, the worker, the legend, and the future, all docking in the same harbor was just the perfect way to sit and relax. The hour of rest was exactly what we needed. Even with the summer crowds, there's peace you can only find by the water. We finished our coffee feeling recharged and ready for the second half of our adventure. We came for the sights, but we will remember these quiet moments of reflection just as much. Halfway through our Japan journey, we can't wait to see what the next 7 days have in store for us. The journey continues. While we were out, I spotted this totally unique site that I still haven't been able to identify despite all my digging online. If you happen to know what this is or the story behind it, please drop a comment and help me solve the mystery, please.
This circle thing is, say, about 12 inches altogether in diameter. And the red thing keeps going round and round and round. This is at an intersection. So on all four sides you have people walking by or cyclists going or cars going. And this is supposed to be a roundabout. Find this very, very interesting. So the day has arrived when we are traveling from Osaka to Tokyo in Shinkansen train, the bullet train. We are ready with our backpacks. This is all the luggage that we carried, and we are on our way through these doors to board the bullet train. Those are the terminals through which we have to get into the train station. Our train is arriving at platform 3. The board tells us over there, and that's where we are off to now. Are on our way to platform number 3, which is over there. Nice to know that there are lots of places where you could also buy something to eat. And just like that, we are inside the platform. The bullet train on the other track is the Disney themed bullet train. here comes the bullet train that we will take. Plenty about the space that we have.
Cars 1 through 5 are for passengers without
There's
seat
a washroom there.
reservations.
Let's just quickly check it out.
Train is completely non-smoking.
Ami and I are sitting together in the bullet train, and lots of people are coming in. And let me flip the camera to show you. So this is the reserved car. There is a place to put your luggage on top, which is excellent. Obviously, just like planes, there is a cart that you could, a table that you could put your stuff, do whatever you want here. And that, I hope they have coffee here. And that's about. We are leaving the station, and right at 2:18, which was the time for this bullet train to leave, the train has left. You can see it. The windows on that side and on that side. We are on our way to Tokyo. And we have arrived in Tokyo, and now we are going to go and find our Airbnb. Yeah, finding us is Tokyo Station, busiest station, subway station in the world. Apparently, it's a Saturday. It's not office crowd. It's just busy.
If you have enjoyed us on our Osaka adventure, please hit that like button and subscribe to follow along. In our next vlog, we are heading to Tokyo to dive into an incredible world of delicious food and unforgettable experiences. You won't want to miss it.